Hello everyone, welcome back to Lucky15, and in this video I'll be giving you my Lucky 15 predictions for tomorrow's horse racing action. As usual here on the channel, before we get stuck into those, just want to reflect on what I've been up to the last couple of days. It's been a little bit frustrating doing some of our racecourse trips. We went to Newbury on Tuesday evening for their evening racing. I interviewed a jockey and she kindly got me in for free because she's been helping me out with my documentary that I'm making. I won't reveal who that was, but yeah, thanks to her for getting me in, and I decided to stick around for some of the races. Didn't stay for all of them, but the tips I gave were absolutely rubbish. And then today we went to Salisbury and we did some tweeting on the course. Really nothing to write home about. It was disastrous. We had no winners, but it was the day for favourites at Salisbury. 6 out of the 7 favourites for each race won. So if you wanted to take them on, you were really putting your head against a brick wall. It was really frustrating, but a lot of those favourites on paper looked like they could have been weak and they were definitely worth taking on, but a few got home with a bit of luck, I think, and that's kind of the way racing can go. But we've been doing alright over the last several weeks, and hopefully we can put those couple of days behind us and have a good day tomorrow. And to kick us off, we go to the 305 at Newcastle with a horse called Daffr. 6-4 best odds out there at the moment, trained by John Gosden. Rob Hablan booked for the ride. This horse finished 7th on its debut last time we saw it at Newbury, and that race is already starting to work out quite well. Richard Hannon's horse that finished in 5th has franked the form recently. Also as well, the horse called Forsetti of Andrew Baldwin's went and won at Salisbury today, so the form's looking quite good there. John Gosden sent it up to Newcastle, and he's got a fairly good record with his young horses here, and I could definitely see this one taking a good step forward and improving for that run and get us off to a winning start. We then go to the 425 at Newmarket on their July course, and we're going for a horse here called Aces. Now, we tipped up Aces last time on Derby Day at Epsom, where it was really well gambled, and Sylvester de Souza was aboard that day for Ian Williams. Ryan Moore is booked for the ride tomorrow, so that's only seen as a positive jockey booking, and he was raised £8 for that win, Aces, but I still think there's lots more in the tank. He ran a good race before that as well at Ascot, where the form of that race has worked out quite well, so he's been running well, and I could definitely see him following up again. I thought they found another good opportunity for him, and I'm going to recommend him as our second selection tomorrow. We then go to Newmarket again for the 5:30 with a horse called Delegate. This Lord has been quite frustrating if you wanted it for win purposes, but it's been running really well, and I thought maybe it could get its head in front tomorrow. It's trained by Michael Atwater. The veteran jockey that is Johnny Egan is booked for the ride. Ran well at Sandown last time. The form of that race has been boosted with Rio Ronaldo winning at Salisbury today, so looking not too badly there, and I thought 3-1 was a fair price, and maybe that one could get its head in front for us. Our last selection is at Hamilton in the 7:35 with a horse called St Diana. We tipped this one up a couple of weeks ago when it made its racecourse debut for William Haggis and Joe Fanning at Ripon. Finished in second place that day behind a horse of Roger Charlton's called Savannah. That's already boosted the form by winning at Wetherby last week, which we tipped up on the punters page, so rock solid form. And I could definitely see it taking another step forward, and maybe it could get its head in front tomorrow. It's got a lovely Japanese pedigree, and I think there should be a lot more to come from it. So I'm going to recommend that as our last selection. Best odds out there, around about 9-4. So they're the 4 selections for tomorrow's racing. Let us know in the comments box what you're going to be back in. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so here at Lucky15. You can also check me out on Twitter at Lucky15 as well. Please gamble responsibly. Hopefully we can have some winners tomorrow, and we'll be seeing you soon.